Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Saturday, May 17th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And this message here, it could apply to all men, but for sure, it applies to black men, my brothers. I consider all men my brothers, but y'all know what I mean when I call a black man my brother. If you don't, I'm sorry. And I wanna, for those of y'all who don't know, or don't get, or understand how bad this is, how bad it is for us. As a black man, I know personally, from my own personal experience and the experience of other black men that I know, and I know a lot of them, it's not looking good for us in this day and time trying to find a woman. We can easily find a female. I'm talking about trying to find a woman. I'm talking to the men now. I'm not talking to Pookie and Ray Ray now. I'm not talking to the guys that don't care. I'm not talking to the men that don't have nothing to offer. I'm not talking to the men that are not men and that won't do right by a woman no way. I'm not talking to y'all. If you're a guy that won't do right by a woman anyway, this don't apply to you. So it don't matter that there ain't no women out here for us. If you're a worthless slime bag, scumbag, whatever you want to call it, of a man, this message don't apply to you. Carry on as you've been living. Because it don't affect you, what I'm talking about. Hey, it don't bother you. It's just right for you. It's right up your alley that it's like this. To the men that don't care. To the men that ain't looking for a wife. Or a long-term relationship that leads into a wife. To the men that ain't looking for that, you in heaven right now. You in paradise. Because you got women out here now that you can do any and everything you want to do with, and you ain't got to be committed to them at all. Especially if you got a few dollars. Look like you got a nice car. You got a bag to smoke. What have you. If you got some type of pill, some booger sugar, if you that type of man nowadays where you ain't got no morals, you don't care about nothing and nobody, these are the perfect women for you. I'm talking to men right now, especially black men. You know the black men that are in my inbox, in my email, telling me about the trouble you're having finding a woman that's worth marrying, or telling me about the trouble you're having with a woman that you decided to settle down with anyway, despite the warning signs and now the hell that you're going through. Because you ignored the warning signs that I've warned y'all about many times before, that I'm warning y'all again right now. And some of y'all, after this warning here, y'all still gonna go out and get one anyway. And then get right back in my email talking about how she treating you. When I'm sitting here telling you, as a black man, when I say there's no black women out here for us, again, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all know, when I say everything or everybody, I don't mean everybody. So I don't mean that there's not one black woman out here for a black man. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the numbers are so small that I can statistically say there's no solid black women out here for black men. For solid black men. I got to throw that in there. I ain't talking, like, for good black men, there are not many good black women out here for you. There's plenty of black females everywhere that's down and ready and love to have some fun. They'll do anything for fun, anything for attention, anything for some money, except be a good woman. They'll do anything, again, for some money, for some attention, for some pleasure, and whatever else they want. They'll do anything for it. Anything you can think of, they'll do it, except be a good woman. They ain't gonna do that. Be a woman with morals, class, dignity. They're not gonna do that. And what made me really want to make this particular video, because we've said it before, y'all have heard it all over the place. I was watching a video on Facebook of a strip club. Everybody in there was black. It was a black strip club. And the dancer was on stage doing her thing, dropping it like it's hot, spreading it open, showing everything. And then you look in the crowd, the stage was flooded with black women in the audience, all up in it, looking out, they trying to touch all on it, and the woman. I looked to see if I could see any men in the crowd, because once upon a time the crowd was full of men when I was going. I went to the strip club a few times. I don't like it. It ain't my cup of tea to be getting money away and I ain't getting nothing in return other than just to look at you. So that ain't never been my thing. But the few times that I have went, it was dominated by men in the crowd. Yes, it was the strip club with a female dancer was dominated at one time back in the old days by men. I'm looking at this video of this dancer on stage. I'm talking about letting it loose on the edge of the stage. And the crowd right up on the edge of the stage just doing what they want to do with her. Smacking it, flipping it, licking it, rubbing it down right there in front of everybody. No holds barred, no discretion, none of that. They actually doing everything that you would do in the bedroom right there with the stripper on the stage. And as far as the eye can see in the crowd, black women crowding the stage. You look through, you have to search, you will see a few black men in the crowd. They can't even get up to the stage because the women done took over. The black men in the strip club are being pushed to the back of the crowd by the women. The women done flooded the strip club. I ain't talking about studs. I understand them. These look like regular, the normal, Keisha and Tiffany and them. They don't look like studs. They look like a woman that you would think was, on the up and up. I was like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Is it really this bad? I want y'all to think about that for a minute. A black strip club, female dancer, showing everything, spreading it open with her hands. And the stage being mobbed by women. Black women that look like regular black women. Y'all know what a stud look like. I ain't talking about stud. These regular black women. If you saw her out and about somewhere, you would holler at her as a man. They wouldn't even let the men get close to the stage. They done just bogarted and barred the men might as well go home. The black female strip club ain't for you no more, fellas. If you still go If you're a black man that still go to a black strip club, have you noticed that? I don't know, I haven't been in a while. I just happened to see that video. To where if it's like that in the strip club, it's like that out here. Fella, when I tell you the majority of black women ain't thinking about no man, when you out here getting rejected, you shooting your best shot, you got everything together, you got yourself together, you got a great job, nice car, clothes, money in the bank, you got all that. And the women still rejecting you, and you thinking something wrong with you. No, they just don't want no man. It ain't you. They don't like men like that no more. That's what's up with all these damn girls' trips. Ladies' nights. You go out places, it's crowded with a number of groups of women. Not one man in that group. Unless he high. When they dance in the night spot, they dance with each other. You don't see men and women dancing no more. And it's not because of the down low men. It's because of the down low women. I've said this before in the video as a topic. I didn't know it was this bad. I didn't know it was this bad. If you are a solid, good man out here in 2025, looking for a good black woman in America, let me be the first to tell you, ain't happening. Your only shot, I would say, even if you're able 22, 23 years old, if you stand a chance at all of finding a black woman that's marriage material, this ain't guaranteed now. This ain't no guarantee. But this your best shot to find a black woman in America that's marriage material. She over 45. I might say 50. 50 and above is your best shot to get a black woman that's worth marrying. Yes. And that ain't no guarantee. Because I met some black women, 50s, 60s. They look good. They just as stupid as a 20-year-old. So this ain't no guarantee, fellas. So don't go say, big boy, I started dating a 55-year-old woman called you said, and she was stupid too. I'm not saying they ain't stupid too. I'm saying your best chance, your best option, if you're going to date a black woman in America at all, your best chance is a woman of age. She probably need to be 60. No younger than 45. And that's cutting it close. That's cutting it close. I might need to raise that number to 55. If that woman you talking to is 23, 24, 25, 30, 35, oh no. And black, she on some Cardi B bull. Some Megan Thee Stallion. Some Glorilla. She on that right there. She in the strip club where you don't know it. At the front of the stage, smacking on the woman. Putting her hands all up in the woman's crevices. That's what she into nowadays. Okay, women, listen. If you're a 30-year-old woman, 35-year-old woman, and you mature, you got what they call an old soul. You don't get down with the younger generation either. You don't like them either. I ain't talking about you, but there's not many like you. Let me say that again. Hold on, y'all. Let me repeat that. If you happen to be a black woman in your 20s, your 30s, or what have you, that age range I gave that say they ain't no good. If you happen to be a young black woman in that age range, and this message don't apply to you, that you are old school, old fashioned, You ain't in the strip club smacking on other women's buttocks. You ain't in the club dancing, hey, smacking on another woman and dancing all provocative with another woman. You're not into all that. If you happen to be a young black woman and you are wife material, you are old-fashioned, as they call it, an old soul. There's not many young black women like you, and you should know it because you out here amongst them. They probably trying to come on to you, the women. If you are a straight black woman, young, look good, got yourself together, you looking for a good straight black man that's for real, you probably got more women coming on to you than they coming on to the men. As a straight black woman. I'm talking about women that don't look, I ain't talking about the stud, I'm talking about normal looking women. I got a few lady friends that tell me about this all the time, about the women that's coming on to them. And they can't believe it. So I'm not talking to every young woman that's black saying, ain't none of y'all no good. I'm saying the majority of y'all ain't. And I don't mean no good. Fellas, let's take this into consideration, what I'm talking about. The women are out here running loose. Buck wild, wide open. Getting high body counts, right? But guess what, fellas? The high body counts are not with men. They're with each other. Yes, the women out here, the modern black woman. I'm not putting black, I love black women. I'm with a black woman, that's what I do. I don't do, I ain't got no issue with nobody else, but I'm not a black woman hater, as some of y'all be saying when we call y'all out on the BS. You just hate black women. Your mama a black woman. No, I love black women. I hate black ratchets. There's a difference. I rock with black men. I don't like black busters, lames, simps, beta males. I don't like them. Follow me? So fellas, I hear the conversation y'all say, man, these women out here racking up body counts. They out here sleeping around. Yes, they are. But y'all thought they were sleeping around with a bunch of dudes. Nope. How you like them apples? Oh, they out here getting it popping. They doing the ditty, having freak offs and all that type stuff. I'm talking about a room full of them. They doing stuff down, I'm telling you, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 women in a room together just getting it freak offs. All women. They even got strip clubs now that they go to. Where the dancer is a stud. Once upon a time, women used to go to the strip club to see men stripping, male dancers. Now they go to see studs. I'm talking the regular, so-called regular women. They want to. They into watching studs strip now. Hey, I ain't mad at you do what you do. I'm not knocking your lifestyle. This is not a message against you women that's doing that. This is a message for the men that's out here looking for a wife in y'all. So don't get it misunderstood what I'm saying here. Y'all are adults. I ain't got no problem with the community, the LGBTQ community. I ain't got no problem with y'all. This is not a message against y'all. So don't get that misunderstood. This is a message for the black men that's out here looking for a good black woman to settle down with. Because there's still some men out here doing that, like a damn fool. This message is for those men. This is not a message bashing the out here black woman. I don't care what y'all do. You grown. As long as you ain't breaking the law and involving kids, knock yourself out. And go for the men too. I don't care what grown folk do in their privacy with their lives. This is only to the black men that for some reason still believe in love. Still believe that there's some black queen out here waiting on you. I'm not saying she's not. All I'm saying is you better off going to play the slots over at the casino or a lottery. Your chances of winning a lottery or at the slot machine is just as good as finding a black queen in this mess, in this cesspool out here called a dating scene. The dating pool got pee in it. How many times I gotta say it? Good luck, good black man, finding your queen, your black queen. I know we all want one, but they don't want to be black queens. You can't make her be what she was designed to be if she don't want to be that. And for what I'm seeing out here nowadays, they don't want to be that. That's not what they want to be. So instead of sitting on their throne with their king, they in the strip club with the peasants and the court jesters making a fool out of themselves, squandering their inheritance like the prodigal son. Hopefully maybe one day they'll come back, but until then I would advise none of you black men out here to jump head first into a relationship and fall in love with the modern black woman. Unless, and when I say 55, 60, that ain't modern. That ain't the modern black woman. And it's so bad now to where the women I like in their 50s and 60s and 55, what are my age, they instead of influencing the younger women, the older women are letting the younger women influence them. How crazy is that? Once upon a time, when I was growing up, the older women would influence the younger women to grow up to be good women with class, self-respect, and dignity. The older women would influence the younger women to be like them when they grow up. Now, the younger women are influencing even the older women to be ratchet. So now we got older women out here ratchet because of trying to be like the young ones. Instead of trying to encourage the young ones to be like them, they want to be like the young ones. Now you got older women on here twerking. So it ain't looking good with the older women either. But your best chances with the older one is what I'm saying. That ain't saying much, but that's what I'm saying. We living in the last days. If you haven't figured that out by now. Get it, got it, good. Bye.